Today we will discuss the thing from Bhagavad Gita. Chapter is 7th and stanza is 16th. So here Krishna is saying, those who seek shelter in me, O Arjuna, are of four types. Those who are in distress, those who seek understanding, those who seek power in this world or the next, and those who are already wise. So there are four types of people who try to seek God, and how are they? How are they trying to seek, and which way they find Him? So where he is staying, first he is saying that those who are in distress. Here Gurudev always says that is the most powerful way anyone comes to God. Till the time he is in fun, he is enjoying life, he never remembers God. And when there comes sufferings, maybe of body, mind or something, in himself or in the family or anywhere, somewhere around him, then he starts thinking, oh, what is this? I have to find something else which will not give me distress or suffering. And then he comes to God. But what happens to him then? He comes to God, and God is kind enough, and then he gives him whatever he wants, and he immediately forgets him. He goes with that, whatever he gets, he enjoys with that, and he remains with that, whatever he has got from God, and forgets the giver. See, that is how in autobiography also, if we remember the chapter Sasi and Three Nilam, it is there. Here, Guru discusses his friend's thing, Yukteswar Giri's friend's thing, that he came to him and then how he forgets everything and goes away. And he remains in his own, he never appears rather. And Gurudev has made a very strong statement there about his behavior in autobiography. So that is how normally person is. Because he comes with that motive that I should find something from God. He never thinks of what I can give God, offer God. And so this happens, he comes in this world, suffers, then he again and again, he has to come again and again, till he really gets the wisdom of wanting God alone, not his fruits. And so when this happens, then when he is in distress, what he does? He goes to God, he argues with him, why you have given me, I have offered you so many things, this, that, property and everything. I used to come on Thursdays at your satsang, but then also I offered, then I brought dessert, prasad, and then also you have not given me what I wanted. And he argues and justifies the way he lives, everything like that. And God is happy enough to understand because he has seen so many souls doing the same thing, and he is compassionate. And when this happens, that soul again and again, when it goes to the same thing, he takes one step, he goes one step ahead. And then what happens to him? Then those who seek understanding. And then what happens? Then after many incarnations, again and suffering, he tries to understand something more. He says, no, this is not right. Every day I am offering something, he is eating and not giving me what I want exactly. And again I'm going into suffering. So I have to find out something very nice and very perfect. And so then when he thinks like that, God gives him books. He thinks, I have thought of it. I went to bookstore and I bought the books, but God sends him books. He starts reading it. His understanding little starts improving. And then he thinks, oh, I am now becoming wise. I know everything. So then what happens to him? Then what happens? He slowly, when he grows, then Guru, if he is really sincere enough, then God sends him a spiritual Guru who can, then if he gets Guru, he is just out of this ocean of delusion. But in that, what happens? He develops because he reads. He gets some knowledge. And in front of all other people, he becomes wise. He starts developing spiritual pride. And then he remains in that pride for many incarnations, not finding God, but taking pride to himself that I know this. In autobiography, we have autobiographical book where you will find every solution to every question. So in that, Gurudev says that in Yukteswar Giri's ashram, one big person, means big in the sense the knowledgeable person, comes and starts talking about big Sanskrit stanzas one after the other, and this, that, everything was shaking and because of his loud voice. And then Yukteswar Giri is saying, okay, whatever you have said is good, but what you have understood out of this? How this had changed your life? Has it made any effect on your life? And then he says, oh no, nothing like that. So just that's such a pride, means that proud person, if he is fortunate enough to meet a person like Yukteswar Giri, then his pride shakes, and then he comes to understanding, oh, this is not what I want, this is not the understanding, this is a shallow understanding. I want deeper things. And then what happens? Then he who seeks power in this world or the next world. Now this power is the really important thing, because everyone may be spiritual or from world, they always want power. And if you have seen, this is a good example of Sai Baba's Shirdi place. If you'll see Sai Baba's photo, in reality, he is sitting on the stone, his clothes, some here and there torn. And if you'll go to Shirdi, you will find powerful Sai Baba. Everything gold, everything shining, 5-star hotels, then even helipad to get down and everything. Must be Sai Baba is thinking, oh, why this power? Why they are showing me all these things? I don't need that. I need power of heart. But it is not there. Just they come and offer him what he doesn't want. And that power also is there. And people go to God, really speaking in their heart, to achieve some power. Maybe financial, maybe in worldly things, politicians, something like that. They always want that. Hidden behind that going to temple is the same thought that I want some power. And if he is real, has understood something, and in previous incarnation he has got some understanding, he becomes a yogi, but again he seeks power. When the yogi gets power, they are spiritual pride. And then what happens to him? He gets some siddhis, because God gives. He gets some siddhis, and then he gets entangled into all these siddhis, walking on the fire, walking on the water, and we know in autobiography, giving fragrance to the flowers, which God, he could have given that fragrance. He didn't give, but the yogi who has achieved that state gets the power and the confidence that, oh, I can do that. And he remains in that, entangles into that world of just delusion. But then what Krishna says, then there is one, those who are already wise. See now, those who are already wise, that is written, but they are not born wise. They suffer from all these things, misunderstanding, understanding, pride, wisdom, power. And when they feel, for many incarnations, they feel this, nothing is working, I just want God. And then they become wise. So wisdom comes not in one lifetime. It's a struggle for many, the Atma struggle for many incarnations. And then that wisdom comes. And then when that wisdom comes, then what happens with him? I have written some things. And then he becomes wise, and then he seeks God alone. And when he seeks God alone, God is very happy. And in that case, if you will see Ramakrishna Paramahansa's case, such a simple soul, he used to sit in the temple, Kalima's temple. I think every powerful person must have come there, prayed God and offered his belongings, whatever, to see the divine. But when they were doing that in the temple, she was with him in the corner where he was sitting, because it was his humble heart that was seeking her alone. So when this wisdom comes, the soul comes to that end, then he becomes a true yogi. He is happy within what he is getting. But then where Krishna is telling, all those who seek shelter in me, that means to all these people, even when Swamiji is explaining this, he has told that all these people, 4 types, they are virtuous. Because at least they have started the journey of finding him. Maybe the reasons are different. Maybe they fall down somewhere in between, but they are striving. And so he says that they are the wise people and they are virtuous. Those who don't come at all to him, about him he is not talking. He is not mentioning anything. He is talking about the failure, about the success, everything he is speaking, because he is, as Gurudev said, he always seeks, he is not interested how many times you fall or you become unsuccessful, but he is interested in whether you are trying or not. If you are really indifferent, that he cannot tolerate. Our indifference should be gone. And here the all 4, if we fall in any of this category, we are virtuous. So, and we are in this category only because we are here. And if we are like that, we should not worry, because we are on the right path, striving to go ahead, take some good decisions, read some books, try to understand what Guru is trying to say. And one day, maybe in this incarnation, if he is willing, or maybe in future, in different incarnations, we will be a wise person. The one who is Jnani. Wise is not just, it is a Jnani. That means who knows what is exactly God is and what exactly my need is. And when the person understands what is my need, not my in the physical form, but my soul's need, and that is Atma's union with Paramatma. That is only my need. And when that soul understands, he comes to that understanding of wisdom. And when he understands that this is my main aim and I have to achieve that, maybe for many incarnations he lives at his Guru's feet, he is very safe. Maybe Guru is taking out his karmas out, previous incarnations, previous lives, but he is at his feet safe. And then God takes him to him, just like with our Gurudev, our all lineage of Gurus, and Ramakrishna Paramahansa and many other saints. Okay, so we are on this path, we are on these 4 types, but just we have to study really where we are. When we go to temple, when we meditate, when we come here, or whatever we do, we have to just think, what is my motive behind that? Where pure motive is what? If it is to find God alone, because God never understands anything else, He just understands our heart. He exactly knows what my heart is beating for Him or for something else. And when it is like that, He gives you and He comes to you because He loves simple love. Because He is simple. As Gurudev said, everything else is complicated. Only God is simple. And if it is like that, if we become simple, then He will just embrace us at that moment. Okay, Jai.